It genuinely amazes me how some of the conversations we have are so counterproductive to what Cowboys fans actually want to accomplish as a fan base, yet we continue to still have them. Welcome back to the show as we're about to get into our 4th edition of the Hidden Gems Draft Show with my guy, FootsDaKing. But we're going to talk a little bit draft, but we're also about to go ahead and discuss some of these hot topics the community been on. Bruh, what the hell are we talking about? Y'all want to trade GP, and if we did that, y'all be trying to fire Shoddy ass next season because the offense took a step back. Let's get it. Man, shut your up. This one of them shows, y'all. This one of them shows, man. I got some stuff I need to get off my chest. I got my brother here with me to make sure I stay grounded. I don't say nothing that's gonna get me thrown in a slammer. Welcome
if
back.
If one person who can kind of keep AOC is me and my boy. We go back, man. It's my guy, man.
For real, bro. Hey, man, my guy, FootsDaKing, our resident NFL draft expert, FootsDaKing. The national media is starting to pick up on what you've been putting down, my brother. I've been seeing people talk about Jacob Rodriguez, Dylan Thiedemann. I've been seeing people talk about your guys.
AOC. That's crazy, right?
Hey, crazy.
And I love that you get flowers, bro. And it ain't, listen, you get flowers, man. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, man.
Bro, I see it. I see 105.3 making your guys talking points for their shows. I see national media, it's Dylan Thiedemann guy. And you've been banging the drum for Dylan Thiedemann for at least a couple months. I see it.
Bro, one of our first shows, 4 shows in? And
yeah, this is our 4th one.
I gave you, bro. Yeah, man. And that's, it's a passion for me, AOC. Like, it really is for me, the draft. Like, I'm working on my linebacker rankings here. Got my notes. I'll be dropping that soon. But I try to really, I'm not gonna do it and and come to these discussions empty-handed. Like, if we're gonna do this
fake watching film, or fake watching film, telling you that Rashad Bateman looks better than George Pickens on film. Ain't gonna say no names or nothing, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Hey, look.
And it's all love. Everybody's entitled to. I want to make this very clear, bro. If you're gonna be in this space, you're gonna be in this arena where you're projecting your thoughts and opinions out to the general public, you gotta be okay with people challenging that. So this ain't a thing about me trying to personally Nah, bro, I'm challenging it because I see the inconsistencies. And I see people, they'll approach a topic a certain way. And just for y'all that don't know, we're talking about another media person in the Cowboys community, may or may not be a creator. And this person is constantly one of the main people trying to push certain narratives as it pertains to the Cowboys and how they're moving and the value of players, and then want to position themselves in like this holier than thou type of situation. Like, oh, see, y'all are going to turn on GP. You never wanted him here. You tried to make it seem like it was a mistake from the beginning. And now you want to position yourself as if you trying to just look out his best interest type. No, we're not going. We're not going for that. We're not going for that.
Receipts. And my thing is this: own up to it.
Own up to it, bro.
Came here. First of all, let's get into it. I don't care who sees this. I don't care who thinks. I don't name drop, but I'm gonna tell you this right now because a bunch of people quote tweeting me. Cool, whatever. I don't care. You're an idiot if you think you get rid of a player this good. You don't do it. You don't entertain it. I love Max Crosby. I think Max Crosby can help your team. You don't move George Pickens. He's not like Micah. I gotta tell people.
Thank you, bro.
People keep thinking that like, and this is no knock on Micah, right? I'm not here for that. But what I'm telling you is,
we ain't talking about Micah. Leave him. Let him fade away into obscurity. The only time he gets talked about is when it has something to do with the Cowboys. So we're not about to do that.
Even at the Pro Bowl, he was all around our players. But anyway,
we're not about to do it.
My thing is this: when we're talking about GP wants to play with Dak. He wants to play with CD. He wants to be here. Dak wants him here. He's a good teammate. GP's thing is, bro, he's a young dude who's fiery. And he'll miss a meeting or two. And who wants to deal with him on the football play? Nobody wants to deal with him on a football field. He's a dog, real dog. Go watch him versus Marshawn Lattimore. The whole game, he's really with smoke. It's not, oh, I'm trying to be your buddy. Oh, I love you, big bro. Micah said that to Lane Johnson. Go win it for, bro.
Go win it for our division. What are you talking about? Shut your bitch ass up. What you talking about? Damn. Go win it for our division. I threw up in my mouth when I seen that.
Things I've ever seen. Go win it for our division.
Nigga, this ain't fucking college. This ain't the Big Ten, nigga. What you talking about? Golly. Nah, yeah, y'all about to get some entertainment today. We in the off season. We got to entertain you boys. We ain't about to sit up here and act like, the world's greatest analyst. Foots is one of them, but, I'm here for the entertainment. Damn it. Like that. but seriously, this whole narrative, we're gonna address the GP thing. We about to move to Javonte, just so y'all know where we're going with all this conversation. This whole narrative about finding ways to remove pieces off the team, and this is what bothers me the most, is it's hypocritical. It's like the whole core of it is hypocritical, because our biggest complaint about the Joneses have been how stingy and how cheap and how they're hesitant to make moves and be aggressive, and how they let good players go, and Amari and blah blah blah, right? And then we're finding reasons to get rid of George Pickens. Like, we don't even have to. We're going to have $100-some million in cap space. And even after signing him to a new deal, we still going to have about 90 to 100 in cap space. We don't even have to do this. But we're spending time as a Cowboys community, as a fan base. And by the way, these players see the internet.
Yeah.
So we're spending time as a fan base during a time where we should be embracing this guy and let him know, hey, man, you are a Cowboy. George Pickens, we love you here in Dallas. That's what we should be trying to get across. But all he's seeing is when he open up the media and certain people, because dumbass conversations are going on, like Foot said, idiots having idiotic conversations. He got to see Cowboys fans fantasy GMing to trade him away. And not only that, but they bad trades.
Yeah.
like they bad trades. Y'all want to send GP to Las Vegas so we can put ourselves right back in the same situation we were in.
Yeah, it's nuts, bro. It's ridiculous. And I can see if he was okay, bro. He was a top 5 receiver this year. What are we doing?
What are we doing? Like, we saw just, and this is just the peak of the tip of the iceberg.
He's 24.
He's 24. This is the tip of the iceberg. We haven't even seen what it looks like when him and Dak are really unlocked for real.
We're not really on the same page. Absolutely, AOC. And it's so crazy because we went the whole off season. This is how just hypocritical fans are. The whole off season. Please, can we get Ted McMillan? Please, can we get a receiver? Please, I'm begging anybody. Just please, we need help with receivers.
Hashtags for Keenan Allen,
bro.
Hashtags for Keenan Allen.
Folks was doing rain
and
dances
Cooper Kupp
and Cooper Kupp, and we were sad when Cooper Kupp went.
And we got George Pickens that showed up like a Megatron Jr. And now we like, oh, it's easy to replace another receiver. Nigga, what?
The defense. Let's get these unknowns in the draft. I love the draft. You're not bringing in one of these receivers or a defender, and they're not gonna have the same effect as a George. It's not even close. It's not close. You don't do it.
If George Pickens literally makes this offense impossible to game plan for, that's what you get with him. And you bring back Javonte Williams, perfect segue because we pros over here. You bring back Javonte Williams, and your offense is complete. Stop touching it. We don't have to. We don't have to. And with the Javonte Williams deal, let's get into this. Because what have I been saying about this front office since last offseason? When we first started hearing Brian Schottenheimer talk and we saw the change in behaviors. Oh, where's Jerry been? We started the Where's Jerry watch last offseason where we were like, damn, we ain't been hearing from Jerry a lot this offseason, y'all. Where he at?
Yeah.
We started talking about that last year. We started talking about, damn, they got Osa's deal done before free agency. Damn, they signed most of their own guys before free agency. And now we're seeing them move even earlier than they did last year.
Yeah. Yes.
Javonte, and not only moving early, but man, what an excellent deal. What an excellent deal. A guy that just put up arguably a top 5, 6, 7 type running back year last season. And you sign him to a deal after the salary cap just expanded. You sign him to a deal that's not even in the top 10 of AAV. And people mad?
Yeah.
Marcus Mosher, I am gonna say your name. You miserable ass. You need to feel a woman's touch, Marcus. Damn. What's wrong with some of y'all?
The problem is this, right? They do the same thing, and there's this world where it's like, well, we could just draft a 7th round running back and no, you can't. You know why? You just tried it with Jaden Blue and he wasn't ready. He didn't understand the playbook. That's what Javonte Williams brings you. People don't understand this. I'm gonna pay for professionalism every time. I'm gonna pay for a good teammate every time. We just went through an offseason where Diggs wanted to do what he wanted. Michael wanted to do what he wanted. They're writing paragraphs on Twitter. They're not focused. They're not rehabbing correct. You don't
playing grab ass at practice.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that with Javonte Williams. He's a pro. He's healthy. He made it through the season. He's physical. He protects Dak. Why aren't we?
And he's a smart player.
And he's a smart and his team loves him.
Team loves him.
Like his team loves him. I'm gonna just call it out, bro. A lot of these dudes that Cowboys fans love, the team didn't love them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say no names, but their teammates didn't like them. You know why? Because you can't BS the game. You can't cheat the game. Tay come in hard hat. He's a hard hat type of guy, bro. You pay for that. He's not even making top 10 running back money or whatever. I don't even know the number. You laid it out perfectly. To me, he is. You still, and we'll talk about this. I don't know if
he's making less than Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah,
off a brand fresh new contract. He signed a deal that's less than Chuba Hubbard's deal.
And bro, there's still backs in this draft that you can pair him with, because I'll say for me, right, AOC, I do want to bring in more competition behind him, and here's why. Okay. I do like Jaden Blue. I do like Jaden Blue, but I want to cover myself if he's not running fit. Because the thing with Jaden Blue, Phil Maffa, I think Phil can do some things.
Malik,
I think Malik can do some things, but I want to keep that room. I want to keep everybody on their toes, right? I don't want anybody to feel, right, AOC, like they have the spot, because the only knock that I had with Shoddy at times was we are running this dude to the ground. Like nobody else could get a look. Yeah. And that's because of how much, and as a
they bell cowed him. They bell cowed him.
Bro, he trusts him.
Yeah.
It's trust.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't got to worry about him knowing the protection. People got to understand this. Dak is setting protection one way. Bro, if a blitz comes free and Dak gets killed, there goes your season. That's why Jaden Blue couldn't play. That's literally why. And that's why Shoddy's like, bro, Javonte got to be out there. They gave him a squirt of water. Hey, you back in the game, homie.
Shit.
So, no, but
bubble wrap you if you need to, shit.
Bro, listen, in all seriousness, though, I think Javonte, he's a great lead. I think that you can bring in another guy to really add a 1-2 to this thing. But let's be honest. This offense is built around your receivers, and that's fine. And I like the fact that Dallas just got old reliable. He's 25. He's not old.
By the way, I'm about to say, by the way, people, why everybody's addicted to new toy syndrome. Everybody got new toy syndrome.
I know.
Javonte is 25 years old, bro. That deal's taking him to essentially the lifespan of an NFL running back. After 28, you pretty much, you out of here, pretty much. So,
and if you get anything else, cool. But yeah. I just think it's silly that people, but that's what we do. That's what they do. That's everything is so hypercritical. This is the Cowboys moving with haste. This is them setting their ducks in a row. Patrick Nosey Walker, my dog, he's hinting at GP possibly getting done sooner than later. I would hope so. But
hey, I seen that. I seen that.
Yeah, you saw that.
I seen. Hey, you know what?
Well,
shout out to Patrick Walker too, man. Let Patrick Walker know I don't bite, man. Let him know I ain't no damn heathen, bro. Like I think I don't know. Some of these boys be
the homie.
Yeah, I'm about to say some of these boys be
bad juju. I'll make sure I tell them, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to say some of these boys be getting the wrong impression.
Let me say this on camera, because I worked with AOC for about a year, right? Another platform. AOC is as real as it comes. You know what I mean? And we need some of that. Some of y'all will throw rocks and then hide your hand. AOC not gonna do that. It's a lot like
I'm gonna hold my hand up. I do it. I throw it. I threw the rock.
Yeah, exactly. and a lot of people in the media space, what's happened is like, well, they used to just crap on little old YouTubers, and now everybody's on YouTube. It's like, don't do that. Show us our respect. So now AOC is as real as it comes. That's my dog, man.
Yeah, I want Patrick Walker on my show. He one of the only media men. Legitimately, seriously. He's one of the only media members that, for one, I ain't never said nothing negative about. And two,
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for just how he approaches it, bro, because he reports the facts. He doesn't inject how he feels or what he thinks should happen in it too much, bro. And anytime he is giving his own thoughts of what he thinks is going to happen, it's very obvious. It's very clear, and it's not anything to where it's like you feel like he's going to try to – like Clarence Hill, he pisses me off, bro, because I genuinely believe he's going to try to inject the idea into guys like George Pickens that, hey, it's disrespectful if they offer you this. Like, he's genuinely going to push that idea to them, bro. Like, he is. He's genuinely going – like we saw him ask the questions at Super Bowl weekend. We saw how he framed the questions. It was like he's trying to inject the idea that, hey, the Cowboys are trying to disrespect you. And it's like, nah, bro, just cover the fucking team. You're only relevant because of the team. Why are you so hateful of the team?
I think John, I think Patrick.
John's my guy. John and Patrick Walker. John Masota, Patrick Walker. Nothing but respect and love for John. John actually checked up on me. You know what I'm saying? He checked up on me like a couple times. So shout out to John, bro. But back to what we were saying about him hitting at George Pickens. I seen that, and No C is one of those guys, man. He's not going to put something out there like that lightly. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's too smart of a dude. He understands how the people are going to take it. And for him to be like, shit, GP, you're next. You know what I'm saying? He put the Goldberg, you're next. You know, George Pickens, you're next. For him to say that, it makes me feel like there's some type of vibe or feeling in the building that they getting the work in there. You know what I'm saying? The people in the building are getting the work. So y'all be on the lookout for that. My prediction for GP's contract, and I think it makes perfect sense from his standpoint and the Cowboys, 3 years, $100 million. 3 years, $100 million. That 3 years just allows him to hit the market and get his big deal. You know what I'm saying? After putting up 3 more seasons with an all-pro quarterback, then you can hit the market and get you a deal up there at the tippity top with Puka and Chase and them boys, right? You could do that after 3 more seasons. You cannot get that type of deal yet after what you did in Pittsburgh. And then you come here for 1 season with a much better situation and perform better. You're not.
Let me ask you this, AOC. Would you want to keep? I think that if the Cowboys, I was going to ask you. I think that George Pickens is going to continue to have success. He loves playing for this team. His teammates love him. He has energy. Another guy I just feel is a good teammate. Would you want him to retire a Cowboy?
I do.
I love George Pickens.
I love George Pickens. I think there's just certain guys, man. It's like, hey, man, let them finish their career off here. I think they made the mistake of not letting D Ware do it. I think we made the mistake of not letting D Law do it, and I think that was more about the other guy. You know what I'm saying? I think that was Jerry. They knew there was a line drawn in the sand with them 2 boys. They literally had personal beef with each other here. They did, and they knew there was a line drawn, and they had to pick, and they tried to make the smart decision, picking the young franchise cornerstone, but his true nature came out, and it was like, this was what we were afraid of. You know, this is why we didn't want to pay him a year early or whatever. This is what we're afraid of. I absolutely think that George Pickens, with the type of teammate he is, as long as he's productive, bro, I think he should retire a Cowboy. Now, the problem is the business of the game. I think the business of the game makes that difficult. If he does have another really productive 3 seasons with us after he signs this extension, what's the state of the team? You know, what's going on? Are you in a rebuilding phase? You're going to try to keep certain guys around and sell tickets regardless. So is he one of those guys? You know, it's going to be getting to that.
It's more to it. Yeah, that's kind of a loaded question.
Yeah, it's more to it, though. But just on the surface, yes, I would love for him. I would love for CD. I would love for Dak. I would love for a few of these guys to retire Cowboys. Probably the extent of that. Quinnen. I wouldn't mind Quinnen go ahead and finishing his career here. Wouldn't mind that at all, bro. But overall, the temperament of the offseason, right? We're kind of talking about how they're moving a little bit differently. What do you expect when you start talking about, we're talking about moving differently, right? And we want them to move differently to get a different outcome. Why do we keep talking about drafting offensive linemen to get into the draft portion of this? Why do we keep talking about drafting offensive linemen every year when we want everything else to change so we can get a different outcome, but we're not going to change our strategy with that?
Let me take a deep breath with this one, AOC.
Go ahead, put bro. I'm gonna let you get it.
Because, you know, me and my brother Voch is one of the GOATs in the draft space, and we got a big argument, huge one. But this is my brother, so we can talk like that.
And Voch puts in the work, so he if he gonna make a take, bro, it's like, all right, I know he got a reason for saying that. But some people I genuinely feel like are just maybe echoing Voch without the real, the real understanding behind what the thinking is. Even though I disagree with you, Voch. But go ahead though. But it's all love. But go ahead.
Always. And the truth is this: people like myself, yourself, we have a platform that when we say something, it can move, right? Probably all the way up to the front office. But anyway, I say that to say the O-line thing is a few things, AOC. It's the Cowboys have drafted O-linemen well. They just hit on Tyler Booker. It's safe. It's a floor position. But absolutely not, right? And I think that I do believe that the Cowboys will attack offensive line in the free agency period. I think it'll be one of the lower level. Yeah, I mean, because I flirted with keeping Terrence Steele. I flirted with moving on. There'll be guys, obviously, Green Bay's letting go of Elton Jenkins. One of my good friends, Rasheed Walker, will be a free agent. He's actually told me that the Cowboys that there could be some interest. That's a little
interesting, little nugget there.
Exclusive. Yeah.
Y'all gotta give what's a tip for this one. Go ahead.
Yeah. That there could be real interest, and this is somebody who I talk to a lot. He's from the DMV, so that's my boy. And Rasheed Walker, just a little background on him. He started pretty much. I think he missed one game for the Packers throughout his whole career. He was a late round pick. Went to Penn State, and they didn't even expect him to make the team. And he just kept playing. They couldn't get him off the field, and he was the left tackle for Jordan Love. So he's a very serviceable guy. He's not gonna break the bank, and he could come in, and he could, if you do move on from Terrence, he could come in and play good ball. But I know you don't in this class. And another thing is this:
how do you feel about Tyler Guyton? Because I feel like a lot of people kind of have this preconceived notion of what he is as a player based off his rookie season, and it blinded them from seeing the steps he took forward this past season. I don't think it was perfect. I don't think he was an all-pro or Pro Bowl guy just yet. But I think he showed enough progress where you're like, hey, if he keeps trending in this direction, Bear, we're gonna be fine right there.
He's on the path of a tackle. It's year 3. You want him to stay healthy, AOC.
Absolutely. That's the biggest thing with TG.
That's the deal. But I tell you this, there were times where you didn't see him out there and you saw Nate Thomas, and I love Nate Thomas. It's night and day, but having Guyton versus having Nate Thomas, you wanted Guyton out there. And you did see the improvement. I feel like Tyler Guyton's your left tackle as long as he can stay healthy. The big thing is like, bro, you need him healthy. Like, whatever that looks like and how you get him to that point. But I've been a fan of Tyler Guyton, and I told people this is what it's going to look like for development, especially when where did we draft Tyler Guyton? You drafted him at the back of the first round. Yeah. But this is the tackle path. I mean, bro, look at Will Campbell. He struggled like hell in the playoffs. He was a top 10 pick.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, those tackles don't just come in the league and hit.
For those of y'all that love to try to judge offensive linemen and trench players off of stats, stop it. Will Campbell had like one of the lowest pressure rate percentages of the entire NFL during the regular season. But we saw he was not ready, bro. We saw what he looked. We saw the mistakes he made all year, even with the analytics that would make you feel as if he's having a really good season. If you're watching the game,
watch the game.
Watch the game. Even TG, he had a pressure percentage. I think it was like 6.82, and it was like kind of like the back half of pressure percentage for tackles. But I'm like, hey. At the end of the day, for one, any stat that's based off of pressures is a incomplete stat because you don't know what the pressure resulted from.
Absolutely.
2, there's so many reasons and so many ways when you're looking at these count numbers how people can look at something as a pressure when it's really not. You may be on a 2-step drop, and if you held that guy for that second or a second and a half, man, you did your job. That got the ball out. The play was designed to get the ball out quick. So he wasn't supposed to be you don't have to stonewall a dude every play to be doing your job. As long as you don't touch the quarterback, you're good, bro. Clean up the penalties. Like you said, I think the injuries, and I think we're good with TG.
The injuries for me. Yeah, AOC.
Yes.
That's the one. He can play. Tyler Guyton's feet are second to none. He played a little bit stronger, a little bit more. The thing is, Booker, okay, you could project a guard because he can come in right away and play forward. And Booker was good. Like, he's a pillar. Him and Smith are pillars. Don't get that twisted. But Tyler Guyton's good, bro. You're not gonna have 4 or 5 all pros on your line, bro. It's like
you're not.
We're chasing 2014. And I'm gonna tell you something. You talk about what really irritated me when it came to Javonte Williams stuff was that right there. People saying, "Oh, it was the O-line." No, it wasn't. Stop it, bro. The O-line was good. It was Clayton Adams and it was Javonte.
Javonte had a lot of contact at the line of scrimmage where he still was able to break through that hole, find the hole. Great feet, great contact balance. And was still running with great leverage and will put the hat on you and keep trucking, bro.
And will put the hat on you.
See, he did it against Washington.
He did it against Washington, bro. He did it in the Bears game. I hated that fumble. But the point is, you know, you had a second-year center in BB. You had Booker. You had Tyler Smith, who's your all-pro. Who else? You know what I mean? You're a rookie. So the offensive line, I think this year the offensive line will be a juggernaut because it'll be a second year together. This offensive line is going to roll. It's going to roll. You know what I mean? And the coaching and Adams, Clayton Adams, but it's the system is put in. So, yeah, no, I this team absolutely will not draft a lineman. And the few people I've talked to, that I'm going to tell you, the few people that I talked to in the building, I have they're not doing it. They're not even, this defense is, now, defensively, you know, there's some names that people are talking about that we talked about it earlier, and we'll say this for another show after the combine. They'll see some names really rising, Dylan Thieneman. But I'm telling you, this team's not taking a lineman. So I know that the team trenches, sorry, love y'all, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, not this year, team trenches. Y'all have been having a great run, man. Well, it's been like the last 3 years. Y'all done got what y'all want the last 2-3 seasons. Man, let us have some skill position guys, bro. Let us have some guys, please.
Maybe a corner, something.
Please. We need playmakers on the defensive side now. Playmakers, bro. So if you want to go get you another offensive lineman for depth or competition, man, go find a veteran in the free agency. Go do that. But don't blow no first rounder on no offensive lineman this year. And like we was talking about Javonte, I think the Javonte contract takes you out of the Jeremiah Love sweepstakes. I wouldn't do it now. If you weren't going to re-sign Javonte, then cool. But now, based off the positional value, remember we talked about this on the last show. All this is in play now. Based off the positional value where you're drafting that, you're going to be paying that running back position way too much money. If you try to pay,
now you can't have both of those.
You can't do it now. You can't do it. So now we have more of a clear idea because I think the running back may have been the only way. I think if Jeremiah Love slid and we didn't retain Javonte, that would have been the only way we drafted offense in the first round. Because people talk about tight end, you just paid Jake Ferguson. No.
Yeah,
no.
And I think, and I'm gonna be honest with Love, I don't think there's any way he gets past Kansas City, especially with them bringing back Eric Bieniemy. You know, he was a running back at heart. I don't think that happens. But I will say this: you're spot on. I think that listening to Parker, you're looking at like never before. You're looking at secondary and you're looking at safeties, man.
Safety and
this
corner.
team is looking at safeties. Telling you that now.
And I don't know. He sounds like he really likes Revel. And to end the show real quick.
Had a plan for Revel.
Sounds like he has a plan for Revel. He said I evaluated him pre-draft. So he understands the type of player he is. He understands his strengths and kind of what he needs to exaggerate for that player to make him even better. Bland, the injury thing, man.
That's the one.
That's starting to scare the shit out of me. The injuries, the foot is starting to scare the shit out of me, bro. So
the foot, and it's just like, what do we do with this guy? Like,
what do we do with him?
Inside? Is he on the edge? The injury. I like Bland though. I do like his temperament. I like the player. I like the person.
Yes, bro. Right? I love Bland as a person. Love him as a person. As a player, it's like a love-hate relationship. But
you're better AOC when he's your corner 2. When he was your corner 1, right? It's like because last year he was your best player in the secondary,
right?
But that's the problem. Like, so you need a jump from. I was about to say you need a jump from AOC. You need a jump from Rebel, and then whoever you draft, because I think at some point you're going to draft a corner nickel. At some point, you need this guy to come in and show, like, whether it's now or later, he can not only take over for Bland, but once Bland goes down, because he's going to get hurt. Knock on wood, but it's just that's who he's been in his career. He can step in and play the really peg guys. Everybody out there doing their draft studies, right? Peg guys who could play inside, outside. Terrell, Delane, who have that versatility.
Interesting. At nickel.
Yeah.
Chris Park talking about how important that nickel was. But either way, man, Foots, this has been another banger show, my boy.
Yeah, this was fun, man.
Another banger show. As always, y'all be sure to check out FootsDaKing over on his channel. FootsDaKing. All your draft needs and intelligent football dialogues and conversation, man. Shout out to Foots for joining us on episode 4 of the Hidden Gems draft.
We rolling, man. We'll be rolling, to the draft pretty soon.
We'll see y'all on the next one. How?
Yeah.
Them Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah. Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Hey! I'm still them boys.